Are we tech issue free?
Oh, we might be.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Can you see me now?
I can see you now.
Okay, so it appears we're getting comments on our social media feeds. It appears that there's audio levels on our podcast. Holy crap. Oh my God.
We did it.
Now, of course, every time I do this and celebrate these, hurdles that we've jumped through and jumped past, it always falls apart. We had a major issue last week where all of a sudden, we're 35 minutes into the podcast and I'm like, this is going too well. And I look over at the audio recording software and nothing. Anyway, it was all there. It was just teeny tiny little, you went to radio school, so you understand, it's supposed to be to about negative 6. It was barely above 0. Anyway, I saved it.
Yeah, you just got to crank it to 11.
Hey, she's Zoe. I am Milky. The podcast is called ZM, and the podcast is brought to you by McCarthy Automotive, 1150 Heron Road, for all of your auto service and maintenance needs. Are your winter tires letting you down? They can still find you winter tires, trust me. But come spring, your tire changeovers, your battery in this cold, it's just not cutting it. Of course, they do that. Mufflers, brakes, and I know the countdown is on to spring. I count it down every single day on my, 4 radio shows. People in Florida generally don't care when spring is coming. But 41 days to go until spring, and that's when the RVers, of course, want to be on the road. McCarthy Automotive is about one of the only places in town big enough to be able to service your motorhome, so keep them in mind. And if you run fleet vehicles, McCarthy Automotive are your fleet vehicle specialists. Family owned and operated for more than 20 years. McCarthyAutomotive.ca. As a matter of fact, you know what I should probably do as I talk about them is put their logo on the screen. There it is.
There we go. What technical issues? Never.
No, it's the delayed reaction, by the way. I also feel, even though we've done the one commercial already, that is still significantly less commercials for our audience than CBC has been feeding us so far with their coverage of the Olympics. Have you been watching?
Oh my God. I was getting so annoyed yesterday while trying to watch the opening ceremonies. I'm like, is there no point that you could have cut to do commercials instead of in the middle of a scene? I feel like I missed so much of it just from the commercials. They'd cut back and I'm like, what happened? I don't understand what's going on. But I sat there from 1:20, was it 1:20 in the afternoon till about 6 p.m. to watch the whole thing.
I watched it later on rerun, but it was just as bad. The Americans are doing. Listen, I never want to hear CBC complain again that they're not having any luck selling commercials.
Yeah, that's crap. Oh, it's just because it's the Olympics. No, when I watch yours, I have been a CBC donor, let's say donor to GEM for a long time. No, because it's free. You could just sign up.
You pay for it with your tax money. It's
yes, of course, but I'm an extra donor because I pay for CBC GEM, and I've paid for CBC GEM since 2020. So why don't I get a tax receipt for that? Honestly, it kind of bothers me. Now that I think about it, I'm like, I should get a tax receipt for that. But yeah, no. Even if you pay for it, you still get all the commercials. But can we agree those cauldrons are super freaking cool?
Are they ever?
They're so cool. I felt ours were pretty dope. Mm-hmm. Let's admit, yeah. And then the ones in Paris too. That was pretty cool, the way it floated up. I love that. But these ones, the way it kind of almost looks like a heart beating. It's so neat. I think it's so cool. Yeah, and it looks like the commentators kept saying a kid's toy, and I was like, I think you're downgrading how cool that piece of technology is. But okay, yes, it is a kid's toy that you could probably get at the Science and Tech Museum that opens and closes. It goes from a small ball to a big ball.
Was it inspired? I want to say it was inspired by Picasso and a bunch of
I thought it was Da Vinci.
Maybe Da Vinci. Anyway, they got, they are so steeped in culture in Italy. They got so many things that they can draw from. Either way, I agree with you. It's absolutely super cool. Hey, quick little moment, because speaking of tech success, we have people commenting. Want to say hi to Chris. Welcome to the show, Chris. Thanks for watching in real time. We stream live on Facebook and also on Facebook, and the third stream goes to Facebook. Sean is on with us right now. Hey, Sean. Chris, I said hi to Chris. Chris, I'm saying hi to Chris all the time because it's Chris. There's Nicole. Hey, Nicole in London, Ontario, tuned in.
She's excited for spring.
There's Keith.
You forgot Robin.
Keith, please say hi to my friend Cody Jeffries. Yay. Knows her quite well. He's married to her. Robin and Nicole, there you go with the countdown to 41 days. So I'm not alone in that, Nicole, okay? I count it down every day, and I also preface it by saying, I'm not a winter person, so I count it down, and I will continue counting it down until we get to 0. Yes,
Are we having tech issues?
No, why?
Oh, because I just said that right before. I was like, and Robin's there. You forgot about Robin. Oh, and Nicole says 41 days. She's excited too. And then you just repeated it. And I'm like, either we're having tech issues or he's completely ignored me, which is fine. Everyone does. I'm not offended. I'm not offended. I'm not offended.
John is getting very old, and John is having a very difficult time
John is getting a little senile. We love John. John just a little senile.
I didn't say senile. I just said
I did.
I heard you say that.
Oh, good.
No, remember. I'm having a difficult time listening while talking. I used to be really good at that. I'm out of practice. You know what, Zoe? You and I need to get back to doing the podcast daily. If you didn't if your workplace hadn't messed things up by moving, because you used to be right across the street.
Well, I could drag everything to the office, but also I thought both of us felt like it was kind of taxing to do it every day. And
I didn't, but yeah, you articulated that a lot. I'm sick of you.
Well, yeah, because then there's it's someone's birthday. Someone wants to go out for lunch. I still got to be a corporate girly and pay my dues. But I'm excited.
And with my new schedule, I couldn't do it at noon anymore. I just couldn't.
Yeah. No, it's all right. That makes sense. Yeah. I think that it kind of worked out.
Chris is sorry for texting early yesterday morning. You have nothing to apologize for, Chris. You can text anytime. If I'm asleep, I'm not seeing your text, dude. So
I didn't get your text, Chris. That was really rude. Clearly, we have a favorite on this show. It's Milky.
Would you like Chris to send you some texts? I can give Chris your number.
No one likes me.
I believe what Chris is referring to is entering the draw for the $50 card from Hometown Sports, which you can do if you subscribe to my Daily Milkman newsletter. And what that is, we certainly give you a heads up and about what's coming up on our podcast, not just this podcast, but the one that I do with Sex with Sue McGarvey called Turned On with Sue and John every Tuesday. So we give you a preview of what we're going to be discussing on that podcast and on the ZM show. And we also then give you a reminder that, hey, the podcast is there. But I also, because I'm doing 5 different radio shows a day, give you a little heads up on what I'm going to be talking about on the different stations, because they're all different formats. So I talk classic rock in the morning, classic hits midday, top 40 hits in the afternoon, and 80s stuff in the evening. So I give you a little overview of, today in the 80s, rock news that's going on, plus the daily countdown to spring, plus what today is. Yesterday, by the way, was Work Naked Day. Who the hell decided to put that in the middle of February? Work Naked Day. Shut up.
I would assume some sort of European.
Yeah, or Australian.
Yeah.
Clearly not so well. I wouldn't put it past a Canadian because we're just twisted like that, but anyway.
True.
All this to say, boy, did I enjoy that hot chocolate after, because my day ran late yesterday.
I feel like the only place I'd want to go to work naked is a fire department. Especially the one on Preston. You guys are good looking. That's the only place I'll go on naked work day.
Zoe. Anyway, if you'd like to subscribe to my newsletter, I'd love to have you do that on my milkmanshow.com webpage. You can sign up for that there. Speaking of the weather.
What about it?
I've been using this term in weather forecasts now for the better part of the last 3 or 4 years. And I said to Sue this morning, I've got a lot of Sues in my life. This is hot wife Sue. That the word snow squall is a fairly new term. Did anybody ever question what is snow squall? We hear the term all the time. Has that ever been defined? Could you define for me what a snow squall is?
Personally, I feel like when someone's snow squall, it's just a random attack of snow.
Ooh, I like that.
Like, yeah, it just comes in fast.
Snow.
And it's like, snow. And then it leaves. And then you're like, oh, that was a snow squall. But also, like, I'll throw in, like, when talking in conversations, just be like, snert. And, like, people will just gloss over it, but understand what I'm saying. And I'm like, interesting. Have they heard that term before? And then I'll repeat it. And sometimes people will catch me and be like, snert? Like, what do you? And I'm like, snow and dirt. They're like, oh, slush. I'm like, no.
But snow squall comes up. Like, Environment Canada uses snow squall, and it just sort of dawned on me the last couple of days. Like, I've never actually had that defined, so I think I'm going to define that on my shows this week. The next time snow squall comes up in the forecast.
Yeah, but I think it's just like a sudden, random attack.
I like that.
Snow.
I love that a lot.
As if snow is like the enemy. The snow squall.
Shauna says, as far as work naked day, I showered while face sitting my friends while FaceTiming my friends.
Dear Lord.
John needs new glasses.
12 minutes in and I want to log off. Great. So happy for us.
I promise you, I would be the first person to say that I did that intentionally. I did not do that intentionally. And she's referencing National Shower with a Friend Day, which was on Thursday, I believe. I'm sorry for that. That's
Shower with a Friend Day. This calendar is getting very absurd.
I love the Today is Holiday calendar, and this is why, when people get so bent out of shape about, why would they put Pride Day when it's also, this day instead? Because every day on the calendar, on the Today is Holiday calendar, has got multiple, holidays, quote unquote.
No, I know. Yeah. It's just out of control.
Yeah. And
and
we've referenced this on the show before. Like, you can submit to the National Today is Holiday calendar that you would like today to be recognized as this. And there's forms you fill out and reasons why. And there's some sort of group that gets together and decides this. And I know this to be true because when I worked with Sandy Sharkey at Cool FM and Bob FM, she put forth the idea of National Men Make Dinner Day. And it became a big thing on her show. And then she submitted it. And it is now recognized internationally as an official day on the Today is Holiday calendar.
That's crazy.
It's cool.
Yeah. But again, like, who is this council? They need to rein it in a bit. Like, I think it's kind of getting out of control.
It's just fun. And this is, I'm
fine with
Go ahead.
The typical like Groundhog Day and like, administration person appreciation day, husband make dinner day, shower with a friend day. That's kind of really weird.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
There are so many great things about shower with a friend.
Unless you're at a spa or a pool, I don't know why you're showering with your friend.
You have 2 dogs. Could you not just, they're your friends? Chuck them in the shower, get them cleaned up. There you go.
Yeah, they're friends, not hostages. Absolutely.
and shower with a friend day, just so people know, and just so you know too, Zoe, is actually it was actually intended as a conservation thing. If you
save water.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. It won't save any marriages, though. That's for sure.
You can be married and still be friends. You're
not if you're showering with the person. I don't think there's a single one of my friends. No, just no.
What are you saying? That you've got friends who are married couples and they can't shower together?
No, I'm saying like I'm not going to go shower with them and their marriage stay intact.
Oh, well. So you and I have different groups of friends, clearly.
Yeah, well, no, I don't know if it's groups of friends or just like we can never look or hang out the same way again.
Yes, you can. Yes, you
Take
can.
1,000 naked pictures. As Catherine O'Hara.
Thank you, Catherine O'Hara. Thank you so much.
O'Hara. Hey, okay, wait. Are we going to talk about Groundhog Day, though?
Well, you kind of touched on it, and I was like, oh, this is going to get political if I go there. All right, bring it up. Well, go ahead.
Well, I first off think that the Canadian groundhog is correct. We're getting an early spring, but Puxatawny Phil can just suck it. I want that thing on a spit, man. Like I know I said last week we're not gonna harm it, PETA. It lives a good life, but I might go back on that if we actually have this for another 6 weeks. So
Did
I'm
you-
going with the Canadian one. And also, yeah, like not to make it political, but our country, even at a groundhog level, our two countries cannot get along. which is-
There's it. That's what Zoe's in my inbox. And
yeah, I
was
texted that to you. I was like, we can't even, our groundhogs don't even agree with each other right now. This is sad.
I didn't realize, and Wyerton Willie's kind of been the longtime go-to in Wyerton, Ontario, and they make a big deal about it too.
Yeah.
And I watched it because I needed the audio clip for my show because I'm on 3 radio stations that are right around that area, so it's especially important to them. But they literally have him, like you said, they pull him out of his condo.
That's what I'm saying.
Where he's fed 3 squares a day and then some. And they bring him out in this beautiful, clean glass box. And he's just sitting there looking, happier than a pig in shit.
I know. And I wish I could look that fluffy and be that happy. Like,
Willie's fine. So is Puxatawny Phil for that matter.
Yeah,
These groundhogs are fine.
Puxatawny Phil, same thing. He lives in his nice little condo, gets 3 square meals a day, doesn't have to fend for himself, not get hit by a car. He's fine.
Do you remember, you're a car person, do you remember the Dodge Shadow?
No. What?
Okay, Dodge used to have a car called the Dodge Shadow, and that was always my go-to joke on Groundhog Day. The groundhog didn't see the shadow today.
Oh, that's a good one. Honestly, though, I think what affects the groundhog community more than anything, not Groundhog Day, but Teslas and just electric cars in general that make no noise when they're approaching them. Like, I'm just saying that seems like it's more of a threat to the groundhog community, PETA, than Groundhog Day.
Like whenever I order an Uber and it's an electric car, it creeps up on you, scares the crap out of you.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And speaking of the Olympics, I was watching some of the ski jumping this morning, and
me too.
And the cross country skiing, and all of that footage that used to be shot from towers and stuff and cameras.
Drones.
They're all drones
cool.
now. And
but did you see the figure skating yesterday?
No, but I want to talk about the drones because the buzzing sound above these athletes, that takes some serious getting used to. Like I'm looking around my living room going, what am I hearing? And then I realized,
I know, I thought that too.
Yeah, because I got surround sound going, it's the drone. So I mean, if I'm hearing it, certainly they're hearing it. Anyway,
but my goodness, I know that they said they didn't want to touch on they touched on the technology a little bit in the opening ceremonies, but it wasn't like the big thing is like all this new technology that they have for the sports and stuff. But like the figure skating was so cool. Like the way they have like people on ice filming it. So like that also gives you a really neat angle that you
figure skating. There's people on the ice with them.
I don't think they're on while they're figure skating, but like you can get like a really nice close up angle of them, like on the way in and the way out, I believe. But also the overhead cameras, they have this like stop and slow motion. So in the middle of a jump or a throw, they just pause the camera and you can see how high some of these skaters get from their partner. And it's wild. Like it adds this whole other layer of like respect for sure. I mean, there was already respect there, but
camera technology combined with streaming and wireless technology has certainly changed what we can do as far as, shooting events like the Olympics, like football. And I mean, all you need to do is, the Super Bowl is coming up on Sunday. Watch, just compared to the average Sunday game, when they throw all of this stuff into the mix, it's crazy what you see. And then, the CFL, which just doesn't have that kind of budget. This, I think, is one of the biggest issues the CFL has. It just doesn't look as good because they can't put that much tech into it. It costs so much money to do.
But every time, like watching the Super Bowl or watching the Olympics, I'm sitting there going, is this Ross Video? Is this our hometown brand doing this? Like, I'm like looking for the logo everywhere. I'm like, I love guys.
I love it. In case people are not aware, like the Super Bowl scoreboard does not happen unless Ross Video from right here in Ottawa, Ontario, Canada.
Just off of the West Hunt Club.
Yeah, that's an Ottawa.
Not stalking them. Maybe.
So keep that in your back pocket the next time one of these mouthy people online is like, we don't need anything from Canada. Oh, yeah?
Yeah, you do. You need all our camera angles. If anything, we know a good camera angle, people.
Clearly.
How do you...
Clearly. Hang on. Get rid of the double chin.
It's really hard to look good in a solid toque with like ear covers and stuff. You need to really get a good angle.
Yes, we've mastered it because of how horrendous we look in a toque.
No, it's more like also skiing too, like goggles and helmet. It's like it's very, important to get that good camera angle. It's very hard. It's very hard.
Speaking of the goggles, what did you think? The people who were leading the procession in last night at the opening ceremonies, and they were in those weird silvery jackets.
Oh, it was giving me Hilary Duff from Lizzie McGuire movie.
But more specifically, those big sunglasses they had on. I thought they were super cool. I want some of those.
I think they were just ski goggles, were they not?
Glorified version of it, anyway.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. But I just the people I felt bad, and I've seen it multiple times online, but I saw it when I was watching it and felt it right away before the internet. But it was just, hey, you're in the opening ceremonies. Oh, cool. Like, what am I doing? Oh, you're gonna be a stovetop coffee maker. But I would be the guy being like, yes, absolutely. Like, call me. I will come be a coffee maker, dance around on stage, paint my face paint purple, like whatever. I don't care. That was the best scene in my opinion. I thought it was so fun with all the colors and stuff. But yeah, people are making fun of it, which is kind of funny.
You and I had a good laugh this week in the lead up. Of course, we're unabashedly fans of all things Taylor Swift and all the Kelseys that are around this whole thing now. And if you've missed it this week, first off, you need to follow Kylie Kelsey and Jason Kelsey. So Kylie and Jason were hanging out with the U.S. curling team, and they were learning how to curl. So you need to, Jason Kelsey is a very large human being. He's going to be in the Hall of Fame, but a center in the NFL. Those guys are massive, thick, strong human beings. And Kylie was an incredible athlete herself. Field hockey, I believe, was her thing. Anyway, so they're both very athletic, and they're trying their hand at, because I know people laugh at curling and you throw a thing and you sweep the thing, and but there they are trying it. And they gave it an honest try, and they found it to be very, very challenging. But I loved the whole presentation of it because it was just fun.
Yes, no, it was just fun. And like that's what I want them to try something like that, someone else see it and be like, well, maybe I could give curling a try. And I'm not next weekend, but the weekend after, I'm taking like 13 people to the Nepean Sportsplex to learn curling. Like I'm very excited. Like I
find these people.
Oh, they're just friends. Just like a bunch of people were like, I want to try. And so then we've just kind of collected a group of people who want to try, and I'm booking two sheets. Yeah, and going curling on the weekend. Well, teaching people how to curl on the weekend. So
nice.
Yeah, no, I'm super excited. It's such a fun sport. If you haven't had the opportunity, please give it a try. I know you try the first couple slide outs, out of the hack and stuff, and it might seem a bit daunting. But I promise you, with time, you'll understand. And to watch, like my dad specifically, to watch him progress over the last probably 2-3 years sparring in our league, it's incredible. Like he does so well, and he does a really good job. Did
Richard curl before, or is he just sort of taking this up lately?
I don't think so. I don't think he really curled much prior to his little wee daughter joining this league, and was like, oh, I'll spare every now and again. And from where he started to like how he plays now, it's awesome. It's awesome to see. Anyone can learn. It's great.
Anybody can. And the nice thing about it, curling is, it's a lot like golf. Like anybody can play with anyone, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm not going to proclaim ever that I'm on the same level as Rachel Homan, or that I'm on the same level as Tiger Woods on the golf course. But you and I both know I could play, in the same foursome as Tiger Woods. I would slow him down. I would be embarrassed, but you could play together. Curling's a lot like that too. And one of the best things about curling is just the social aspect of it. Oh my God. So there, you got strategy. There is absolutely athleticism to it. Coming in, and even if you're not, your knees are, need replacing, you've got arthritis. I mean, they've been able to modify and adapt curling, and they've got all this apparatus you can now lean onto, etc. And I mean, they have people who are
well, you can do it from standing. You can slide out of the hack. Of course, there's ways for the Olympics to do it as well. So yeah, it's they have made sure that this sport is accommodating for all at any skill level, which is phenomenal. And I would say Nepean Sportsplex has all the gear, whereas not all of the other rinks in town do. I can't speak for all of them, but
no. And to my memory, and it's been a lot of years since I've curled. And for the record, I did curl all through high school. I loved it. I spared for my parents as well in their curling leagues Fridays and Saturday nights. So I really enjoyed it. I'd like to get back to it. I have to keep saying that. Like 3 years, I've been saying, yeah, Zoe, I'd like to take you up on that and do it. But I do. I should. And I thoroughly enjoy curling. But to my memory, the Nepean Sportsplex is bar none the biggest curling rink in this city.
Yes. So with that, there are advantages and disadvantages, I'll say. The Nepean Sportsplex does their best. The team does their best to accommodate everyone. But at the same time, the ice suffers from accommodating everyone. Okay. Whereas in these smaller rinks, the ice is more finely tuned, more well taken care of. Rules are stricter. So it's just when anyone hears that I play curling, and like if they know anything about curling, and I mention that I play out of the Nepean Sportsplex, I don't even have to tell them that the ice is not great. I'm using that generously.
Snobs.
Yeah. But I play on that ice, and I have said if I went to one of the nicer rinks in town, I would have to go get a completely different broom head because my broom head is so dirty. I would be offended on the other curling rink's behalf if I use that on their ice because it's like I'm not dirtying that surface.
You've obviously played at different rinks then. I've City View I've curled at, Nepean Sportsplex I've curled at. I'd be hard pressed to find another rink I've curled at. In your opinion, then, who's got the best rink in the city for curling?
Oh, like I've played at a few, and like for some of them I haven't played it a while, so I couldn't really like speak to some of them. But I really liked the Ottawa one.
That's the one that home is based out of, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. It's very nice. Yeah.
Can I ask another question? Of all of the curling rinks that you've been to in this city, which one has the best setup should you want to shower with a friend?
Probably the Nepean Sportsplex, or at least the one that'll let you get away with it. They're gonna hate me if anyone in the Nepean Sportsplex hears this. I love you guys. I spend 2 days a week in your facility all winter. Big shout out to the Nepean Sportsplex. You can only do what you can do. So
I can't.
And we're not playing Olympic level curling, so it's fine. I
really can't wait to put together the show notes now for that. Nepean Sportsplex, the best place to shower with a friend after curling.
And they're like, "What? We are suing this."
Hey, while we're on the topic of all things that are wonderful about Zoe, you deserve some congratulations, my friend.
Oh God, what did I do?
It's what you didn't do.
Oh.
You are the only person that I am aware of on the planet who this week did not get sucked into the whole AI caricature thing.
What thing?
That AI generating a cartoon image of you. You're about the only person who didn't do that.
Because we realize that AI and my face don't like each other. It either makes me like super old I used it just for fun to see if I could create a headshot.
Oh, okay.
All right. Yeah, and it made my nose bigger. How effing dare you, AI? Like no single woman in the world wants to have their nose made bigger. It doesn't work.
The size of my mouth and the caricature it generated for me? Like, shut up.
Well, accurate. Look how big his mouth got.
That's it. If I'm in need of a friend to shower with, I am not calling you.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. How weird would that be?
That'd be very
Right?
odd. But I'd still have my perfectly sized nose because I was so mad when I saw that. I'm like, why would you make it bigger? Like, you don't have enough of like an algorithm to realize people search up nose jobs to make them smaller, not bigger. Like, come on, man. Like, you should know
Maybe
this.
that's the reason right there. AI is secretly working for all the plastic surgeons behind the scenes. Oh, if we exaggerate the nose, she'll come to a plastic surgeon for nose job.
Yeah, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised.
Hey, Frank, welcome to the show. Hein, welcome to the show. Hein also did not make a caricature. You will. You'll get sucked in. You will not be able to resist it. Anyway.
Good. Yeah, Chris didn't either, apparently.
I'm kind of laughing at the fact that you actually did generate one. You just never posted it. But yeah, you're right. Anytime that I've been trying to work on show logos, and I thought, early on it was generating really cool cartoons, and we tried several, iterations of our logo, and every single time I would send it to Zoe, she's like, why does it keep making me look like I'm 7 years old?
Yeah, no, like AI and it's like my face doesn't compute with it. It's like, I don't know. And I'll just take it as like I'm just too gorgeous for it to understand, which is fine. But like I just I don't like it because I'm like, it doesn't look like me. It makes my nose bigger. It makes me look 5. I don't like it. I don't like it. And you tell it she's 30 and it's like 5.
I did tell it that too. I did.
Fine,
and
thank you. I told it free compliment.
I told it that Zoe needed to look older. And in fact, she's 30. And the only thing it did was you had a red headband on in the image that I used as the template. And it adjusted the position of the red headband.
Well, if she's 30, they wear it this way. It's like, first off, like, a millennial just wears the normal headband, like a normal headband. Yeah.
Anyway.
It's hard out there being me.
and like my frustrations with AI continue. Like, I mean, I use it in a very rudimentary way. Like, all I'm asking AI to do in the morning is, could you please just tell me what were the scores in the NHL last night?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And every day,
hard pressed issue.
But like, if I type this in on Friday morning, 5 a.m., what were the NHL scores for? And I'll specify the date. It'll give me Thursday, plus it'll work in some of Wednesday because, of course, West Coast games, which were technically Thursday, technically Thursday in the Eastern time zone, were actually played on the Wednesday schedule, and it just combines it all, and I keep screaming at it, going, "You got it wrong again." I apologize. Going forward, I will source this from now on and do it this way for you. Thank you, AI. And then the next day, right back at it. So I'm still manually writing down the freaking scores like it's 1992.
I don't know if my friend is listening, but about 20 minutes ago, she sent me an AI generated photo of her and her future husband. They're engaged with it's like a save the date theme. And I'm sitting here going like, I don't know if she's listening or this was just a random coincidence, but I'm like, I'm so confused. I'm like, oh, I don't know.
No, is future husband actually someone in her life, or is future husband AI saying this is what he will look like down the road?
No, it's an actual. No, that's the one I'm emceeing. That's the one I'm emceeing.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, yeah. So I think she got. I think she got sucked into doing the AI thing, but it's hilarious that right as we're talking about it,
you get an AI.
Yeah, I get AI. That's so funny. And if Lisa is listening, it's super cute. Thank you for sending that to me. I will respond once the show's done because I have to pay attention.
Well, as the MC, I would think you'd need to pay attention. Yes, indeed. And by the way, Lisa, congratulations, Lisa, and your AI husband.
Yeah.
We wish you all the best. And
we love Peter.
AI Peter. Okay, all right.
AI Peter. We love AI Peter. And AI Lisa too. We love AI Lisa.
I hope that becomes their names going forward, and that the MC references that.
Yes, I will. I hope she sees this.
Hey, let's dive in.
No sense.
Let's dive into the Olympics. Some of the new sports that people will be seeing, in the next couple of weeks. There's one called ski mountaineering, or skimo for short. Skimo is where the athletes must climb a mountain over a set course amidst rugged terrain and then ski back down.
Fun.
I knew you'd like that.
Yeah, no, I like that. That just sounds like kind of, I guess like
Iron Man
backwoods skiing.
stuff.
Yeah, like backwoods skiing, like no chairlift sort of thing. That sounds cool. I'm into that.
There's dual moguls this year. So freestyle skiing, 2 athletes competing side by side, performing aerial tricks on 2 jumps of a bumpy course.
Oh, I love a good mogul.
I don't know how.
Now double the moguls? You had me.
My knees hurt just watching that. I mean,
I know, right? And like how close their face gets to their chin, and I'm like, they're just gonna take one right to but they never do. Yeah, I know. They shrink all the way down. I'm like, oh my gosh, my back, my knees, my chin.
There was one guy, I believe he was a skier, maybe not ski jumping or anything crazy like that, just, straightforward downhill skiing. But as he was walking in last night, the guy on CBC was describing the fact that he's got a loose screw in his ankle that he's concerned about. He's got a bolt chin and like, oh my God, he's very proud of his scar.
Yeah. Oh, during the ceremonies. Yes. Yeah, I heard that. I forget which country it was. Was it Poland? It might have been Poland.
I don't know. I was 3 glasses of wine in watching the Olympic opening ceremonies.
At like 5:30, I was screaming at the television, just like, light the freaking cauldron. Let's get on with this. Like, I was so over it by the time it was done. Also, why was Mariah Carey there?
Because Mariah Carey, back off.
No, I understand why Catherine, not Catherine. Oh my God. Jesus.
Jesus was not there.
In spirit, obviously.
Charlize Theron.
Katherine Heigl.
Okay.
Oh, was it?
And Charlize Theron was there as well.
Yes. Well, she was the one that did the speech about peace, right?
Yep.
Yes. Sorry, that's who I was talking about. That lady. I understand why she was there.
Because Mariah Carey.
Okay. I'm just like curious if she was actually singing or not.
I wondered. I thought it.
I think a lot of people are like, is she though? Is she though? Not to be mean.
Back to the new sports at the Olympics this year. No more Mariah.
Yeah, sorry.
Love you, Mariah. Mixed team skeleton. So it's pairs, 1 man and 1 woman from the same country racing down the ice track head first on a small sled. That's mixed team skeleton.
That is an absolute terrifying sport that I don't think I would ever try.
Yeah.
I know I like to joke and say the list of sports that I've tried or not tried is a lot easier to explain than the ones that I have tried, but that is definitely on the list of like, no, I'm good. That looks super dangerous and I'm going to die. So
Rob says, isn't Mariah Carey part Italian? She may well be, Rob. She may well be.
I don't know.
Also new this year at the Olympics in Italy, women's double luge. 2 women from the same country double up on the same sled to race down the track feet first. It seems to me that if that goes nowhere, it's certainly destined for OnlyFans.
Yeah, it's true.
So there's that.
Sports now on OnlyFans. Place your bets.
Well, that's a category. It has to be a category.
Oh yeah, but then also then being able to bet on top of that. Oh my gosh, the amount of they'd make so much money.
Ski jumping is adding a women's individual large hill competition this year, and finally, men's ski jumping is adding what they call a super team. So it's a new format where pairs of 2 compete in up to 3 jumps. Again, I suspect you'll love that.
Yes. No, I think that'd be one that, again, I'm very into the skiing and the curling and the figure skating.
I'm very concerned right now because I think that the audience can hear in the background your dog, and I know you don't beat your dog, but your dog is trying to convince us that, your dog has been beaten to a pulp and is just living those miserable life on Earth,
Oh yeah, no, all the time.
There with the groundhog, yeah, just terrible.
Dude, she does this at the dog park while she's running around with other dogs, and people look at me, and I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. She's whining as a dog. She's very happy. Clearly, I don't understand.
I know she is.
She's just so happy she whines. I don't know. She's a weirdo. She's also a puppy, so I don't know if she knows how to express her emotions properly.
Why don't we set up another camera at your place and the puppies can be on and be part of the podcast? So we'll have a little puppy cam.
so that people can understand why I'm screaming at them.
Yes.
No, I don't know. I thought I heard voices in and around the front entrance area. So maybe she was just she's very fond of humans. So she's very fond of the upstairs neighbors. So I think she might have heard Matt upstairs and was like, meh, pay attention to me, meh, meh, me, because all you do is, oh wow, she walked over while I was whining.
You're talking about me, aren't you? One of my favorite stories from this week, Zoe, you're going to love this. So it involves a band from Vancouver who, I guess, 58 years ago, when they were in high school, they actually recorded some original songs and pressed them on vinyl. Well, fast forward to about 10 years ago, a music promoter in Vancouver is at a thrift store, and he's going through, all the old vinyl records, as you do. And this one really intrigued him because there was nothing on it to identify a name of a band or any of the songs. And for $4, he thought, I'm just curious enough. And back in the days of buying vinyl, I bought a lot of vinyl just because something about it intrigued me. So he picked that up for $4, took it home, and started listening to this thing. And it sounds like songs from 1968 recorded in your basement would sound, right? It's muddy, it's distorted.
Classic.
But there's something to this song that is just so very 1968, and it's instantly familiar. So this music promoter got to work. Anyway, he tracked down Norm Roth. Norm Roth is the lead singer. And back in his high school days, his band was called The Glass Cage. And they toured Canada for a while, never hit it big, never got signed. Anyway, Norm Roth is now 77, works as a warehouse manager, had not heard his own recordings for more than 50 years. Well, the two of them managed to track down the other guys in the band, who luckily are all still with us. And coming up on February 15th, The Glass Cage is finally, at long last, having their official album release party, and you can pre-order it and listen to it for yourself on bandcamp.com. So bandcamp.com, look for The Glass Cage and a track called I Think I Love You.
Oh, that's awesome. Again, it goes to show people, if you're not dead, so should your dreams not be. Just keep hoping. You never know at what age your dreams will come true.
I was in a high school band for a while. And we called ourselves the Hopping Penguins at one point. And then we were
okay, Glass Cage was better. I'm sorry.
And then we were Crescent 14 because we were all hanging out, standing underneath a street sign, and it was like whatever it was, like Parkland Crescent, and then like the first house in that block is numbered on the sign. So Crescent 14, great name. We were Loose Ends for a while. Anyway, we never recorded anything, but that would have been my dream, that 58 years later, somebody's knocking on my door going, hey man, weren't you in the Hopping Penguins? Yes.
Oh yeah. But I feel like I need that quilted on a pillow. If you're not dead, neither should your dreams be. I need that.
Write it down. Grab the crayon.
I need that. I know. Grab a crayon, draw it on a pillow.
Yeah. Just defuse your own apartment. There you go.
Yeah.
We're recording this on the Saturday. Tomorrow is the Super Bowl. I don't even know if we're permitted to say that. There's all kinds of copyrights about it, whatever else.
They already got us banned from Spotify 2 weeks ago.
Oh, let it go.
You let it go.
I feel awful about that because I knew too. As soon as I hit the play button on the song, this is.
You were like, "This is bad. This is bad, Milky."
My casual acquaintances, a couple of broadcasters I have great respect for, Terry and Ted out of Montreal. I talk about them a lot. They got a great podcast called Standing By. They, I guess, back in their radio days when this was I remember getting memos that we weren't allowed to actually use the word Super Bowl. It's copyright, and in Canada, CTV, TSN, they own the rights to it, so nobody else is allowed to use it. And I understand copyrights, and I respect it, whatever else. So I guess they, and to this day, still refer to it as the Superb Owl. That's their workaround. The Superb Owl. So
Sublime. That's what I'm gonna. It's the Sublime.
Sublime. Okay, all right. That's
Sublime.
So, all right. Respect to Terry and Ted, and I have nothing but respect for Terry and Ted, and I hope they both know that. What are we calling it?
We're gonna call it Sublime. They can call it the owl thing.
The Sublime tomorrow. There are all kinds of prop bets you can make. Of course, we all know. Gambling's a big part of sport now. You can place bets on, winners and losers, etc. But the prop bets are all kinds of the weird little things that can go on in a game, and you can actually put money on them. For example, the temperature at kickoff, over or under 55 degrees. You can place money on that.
Ooh, should we just guess right now?
Okay.
What do you want to do? Do you want to do over or under, and I'll do the other?
Well, let's say it at the same time. 3, 2, 1. Wait. Whoa. Where's the game being played? California, yes? San Francisco. Okay, yes. So California's warm. All right. We'll both say over or under at the same time in 3, 2, 1, over.
Under.
Okay.
As per usual, we disagree on everything.
I shower with my friends. You don't shower with your friends. I don't understand
basically our entire personalities.
How did we come to be friends in the first place? It's just all so weird.
It just works.
It does work. The prop bets.
It works. Yeah.
The game to be decided in the final 2 minutes. You think so or no?
I'm going to go with no. I think it's going to be pretty defined by the time we get into the fourth quarter.
Okay. I think it's going to come down to the wire. I really do.
You think so?
I do.
Who are you cheering for tomorrow?
Who are you cheering for tomorrow?
Seahawks.
Yeah.
They did. The Patriots have won so much. I'm like, it's got to go to someone else. I know it's been a while since they've won, but like it's been longer for the Seahawks.
And I happen to have some Seahawks jerseys and hoodies in my collection.
Oh, there you go. See, I always go with whatever team has the color blue.
Well, we both have the color blue, Zoe.
I know, but then I'm like, well, I am not a Patriots fan, so I'm going with Seahawks.
My brother he's such a Pats fan too. It's just anyway. I'm a Bucks guy, by the way. That's my
this one time when I went to Jamaica, a kid that I met there was a big Seahawks fan. So I'm thinking of him today.
All right.
Because he's from Seattle.
That's what determines how you pick your teams, huh? Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
And then this one time in band camp.
Yeah. I heard that when you said that first time. All right.
Just to give context.
Prop bets for tomorrow's blah, blah, blah. What are we calling it? Sublime.
Sublime.
Right. Right. You can bet on whether or not there will be a streaker on the field.
Ooh. I feel like you're going to go with yes.
I'm going to go with no.
Really? I'm going to go with yes. I mean, someone did it at the World Series, so.
I just think security is going to be so tight at this thing. Anyway.
Well, I thought the same thing at the World Series, too, but here we are.
You can place bets on the color of the Gatorade when they bath the coach.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Ooh. Wait, what colors are we getting?
Orange, yellow, or other.
Oh, I feel like it's always orange or yellow.
I'm going yellow.
Oh, I was going to go yellow.
Yellow.
Okay, fine. Both yellow. So I'm wearing yellow. So yellow.
You can bet on whether or not the anthem singer will forget the words. And Charlie Puth, by the way, will be the anthem singer.
I'm going to go with no.
Charlie Puth is too good. He's not.
Yeah, he's too good for that. Also, he's American, so I don't know why he would forget the words to his own anthem.
Nerves. And it's not an easy song to sing, I'm told.
No, I mean, note-wise, no, it's not an easy song to sing. Word-wise, I feel like everyone since like kindergarten would know it, but
show a player crying. You can bet on that. Will there be a commercial for crypto? Trick play attempt. Quarterback throwing to himself. You can place bets on that. A successful flea flicker play. And then there's the octopus bet. I was not aware that this is actually a thing, and I follow football closely. Do you know what the octopus is?
I'm assuming someone throws an octopus?
No.
Oh.
That's
just an NHL thing?
And Detroit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, nothing like that at all. So the octopus is when a player scores a touchdown and is also the person who scores the 2-point conversion, 8 points. Octopus.
Okay. Well, I'm definitely going with there will be a crypto advertising. A player will cry, whether winning or losing.
But will they show the player crying? Yeah, they will.
Oh, yeah, obviously. It's good television.
I suspect the bet is probably which player.
I'm no Andy Cohen, but I know anytime someone's crying, you better get that on film. Okay.
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 I hear you.
Okay. But yeah, my crypto's not doing well, but I'm assuming they'll still have a crypto ad.
I mean, yeah. I mean, they would have had to have paid for that months ago. So once you're committed, you're committed.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Well, and then you paid for the people to make the ad. Well, they probably actually did it with AI. If they're going to be all technology advanced with the crypto, you might as well just make an AI commercial.
AI's got to be saving you some money in your costs, right? You're not paying the announcer, you're not paying the actors, you're not paying. Yep. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Even though they could have got me and I wouldn't have charged them.
Yes. All right. You and I need to have a business conversation. Never give it away for free, Zoe. This is not like when you shower with your friends. You do not give it away for free, okay? Okay, trust me. Okay. The voice of experience. Things your father won't tell you, Zoe.
Oh, he would tell me that. He'd be like, Zoe, I thought I taught you to be a better businesswoman than that. And I'd be like, what?
Don't worry, Dad. I've got her back on this. I will make sure that she is being paid appropriately for her amazing talents. By the way, I think it's so fun. I actually have on my internet radio station, I've got a couple of things that are voiced by AI just because I wanted to see how good is this thing. It's hit and miss at best.
With words, certain words.
Yeah. Yeah, and the tones and cadence and all that. But there's a couple of them on the air that were actually pretty good, and your dad still insists that it's you.
Oh, yeah.
You.
My own Faja.
Like he pushes back on me, and I'm like, dude, it's not your daughter. He's like, yes, it is. I know my daughter. No, it's not. And I didn't even give it I didn't give it a sample of your voice or anything to model it after, but it's got your enthusiasm. So I guess.
So back to the AI topic, and I love my coworker Sarah. She's great. She listens to the show, and she's obviously seen videos of it too on my social media. But she swore, we were out to lunch the other day, and she was like, that AI background that you have is great. I'm like, no, that's actually my mom. She's like, no. What? I'm like, no, seriously, I made that. It's my favorite. Yeah, and then I had to show her a photo and also the bartender at the place we were having lunch because
funny.
She was like, look at this. Tell me it doesn't look AI. And I was like, that's great.
Well, because it's so unique, and we've referenced it before, but if you're new to the show, so Zoe sits, I guess you're just outside your kitchen. In I guess a prep area in your, and I've not been to Zoe's home, so I don't know.
No, I'm in the dining room.
So you're in the dining room. Okay, so she's got a pegboard behind her, painted black, and she's got her strainers and measuring cups and a fry pan and all your kitchen accessories, and they're hanging on the pegboard, and it's it's meticulously organized. But she's also gone and taken like a grease pencil or like a Sharpie and traced out the shape of every little thing that is on there. So,
well, those, the chalk, the chalk pens when you go to Tim Hortons and they write on your lid.
Yeah.
What it is, that's what I use. It's a chalk paint on the pegboard, and then I use that because it doesn't wipe off super easy.
Okay, well, that was my question. So if you have to replace an item because it breaks and there's no guarantee you'll be able to find the exact same item again, can you actually wipe that off and then trace out a new item? Okay.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And I do kind of want to get, like, right now there's hearts up. I'm going to put mine. So there's heart cookie cutters up there, and those are traced. Because it's Valentine's, but I kind of want to get more and change them every season, just like the front of my door. Like right now there's a Valentine's Day thing on the door, and then when Easter comes around there's an Easter one, and then I got one for St. Patty's Day. I got a lot of them, so I kind of want to start changing that out with like the monthly. I wonder if they have a groundhog one. That would have been really funny. But I used to, for a while, I had a gingerbread cutter up there, and what the running joke was that it was a body outline because
pretty much
it's the shape of a guy. So,
pretty much.
Yeah, no, I love it.
For the record, and this will not surprise Zoe because she understands how we roll here at Milky Manor.
Yeah.
The Christmas wreath is still on the door.
Nice. No, I just took down the like winter one and put up the Valentine's one because we're in February. But then once Valentine's Day is gone, St. Patrick's Day goes up. Yes, St. Patrick's Day goes up.
Yeah.
At the beginning of March.
Then Easter.
At the end of then Easter, and then we go into like the spring. I have like a spring one that's got all these little flowers on it, and then I have a sun that usually stays up for the majority of the summer and stuff. Yeah, I've got one for every season, guys.
Speaking of things that stay up, this is the best segue I've ever done on this show.
Oh my God, of course.
That's
you're so
my
happy with
favorite stories of the week. The FDA in the States have recalled a brand of honey supplements. So these are little capsules. Okay.
Capsules.
Yes, they are.
Can we not use the word capsule now or we'll get canceled?
I can't risk it, Zoe. So yes,
capsules. Sublime.
So these capsules, these honey supplements have been recalled because it's been revealed that they actually contain one of the main ingredients used in Cialis.
Oh no. Wait,
yes.
Isn't it just supposed to just be honey in the capsule?
That's the thing. Yes, but somehow this stuff is being used in there and brings
$5
and brings new meaning to the term honey. Oh, honey.
I'm home. But I wonder if they're made in the same factory and there was just a mix up on the line.
No, it sounds like it's a ingredient that they chose to put in there and it's not been declared, and that's
those scoundrels.
And this is like over the counter stuff. Like you can order it on Amazon too. So people are unsuspectingly realizing
I wonder if they were trying to win over like the male health audience with that. And they're like, let's just put a little kick in there, and like see if we can get more men liking honey capsules, make some money here.
Anyway, hoping mine arrives at the door.
Some money for my honey.
Yeah. All right, let's get to our news nuggets, Zoe.
We got your news nuggets, the nuggets of news, morsels of information ready for you. And I didn't forget the words.
No, you did not.
No, because I made the words. AI.
All right, so next year you're singing the U.S. national anthem then, isn't that?
Yes, and I won't get paid.
Actually, they don't pay performers at the Super Bowl. That's the thing.
Yeah, I know. Charlie Puth.
Yep. Doing it for the glory. All right. News nuggets this week. A man in Boston being accused of stabbing another man after he shoveled out a parking spot for his car and then the victim allegedly stole it. I understand the rage. However, you okay there? Oh, where's the dog?
Oh, yeah, I'm fine. Yeah. I just got to lean into the microphone because
right.
Hit it.
See, when I'm reading the news nuggets, I can't see you on the screen. So when you go quiet on me, I'm like, oh, God, what happened?
Well, I was getting to it, and then I just kind of jumped onto the next one really quickly.
News nuggets, back to the Olympics. The big trend on TikTok right now is athletes sharing reviews of the food from the Olympic Village.
Oh, yes.
Including, by the way, Natalie Spooner of Canada's women's hockey team. She's doing a daily chocolate monster review, and it is hysterical.
Yes, because they found the chocolate muffin, like the equivalent for the Winter Olympics, which is the chocolate lava cake. I guess they're phenomenal. But if anyone remembers from the summertime Olympics, there was one of the athletes just fell in love with the chocolate muffins and was basically hoarding them. Well, everyone loved them, but like he was just like obsessed with them. So now it's the chocolate lava cakes, which he was putting them in his pockets and taking them back to his room. I don't think you can do that with the chocolate lava cakes. They're a little bit less portable. But
hey, Sandy, thanks for joining the show. I'm sorry if I didn't clarify. She says, where is the FDA? That is in the United States of America, just a tiny little place on Earth, but that's where the
maybe she's also asking, like, where were they to see this sooner?
Oh, well, see, they banned it.
But also, well, yeah, now, and also the FDA compared to a lot of other regulatory systems throughout the world.
Don't.
It's not good.
We don't do that here.
I just did it. Come get me.
Listen, don't even joke. They have five offices in Canada. Anyway, we don't do that stuff here on the show. News nuggets. That's what we're doing. You probably saw the video of a boxer. His name is Jarrell Big Baby Miller. losing his toupee in the middle of a fight last weekend. He later explained that he lost his real hair when he accidentally washed it with ammonia bleach instead of shampoo. I friggin' hate when I make that mistake.
Oh, every time, especially like as a woman, it's so difficult to find a good-looking wig after when you put Nair accidentally in your hair. Oh God, Nair hair is just
okay. So I'm not the only one. Okay.
All right. When you have soap in your eye and you just see the word Nair, you think it says hair, so then you're like, oh, it must be the shampoo. And then,
it's been in the shower so long, like the ink is rubbing off on the label.
Yeah, exactly. You're like, oh, this is for hair.
Easy mistake to make. News nuggets. 24-year-old man in France had been complaining of discomfort due to something he inserted in his backside. Went to the hospital, required surgery immediately. Surgeons quickly discovered that what he had put inside himself was, in fact, a live World War I bombshell.
That really must have blew their minds on that one.
You know what scares me?
You know what? No one wants to tap that now.
There you go. See, here we go. What I was about to say was, it scares me to think, what would Zoe come up with if I gave her advance notice that these were the stories and these were the, that I was going to give to her.
It would be really scary if he went tick, tick, and then boom.
Bum diggity. Anyway, all right. Google
AI.
Google AI. They must have been listening because they're just in with their Super Bowl predictions. Google AI predicts the Seattle Seahawks 24, New England Patriots 17.
Yes.
All right.
And that sounds like a very early on clutch of the game. That doesn't sound last minute to me.
Okay.
Oh, I just saw Lola the dog.
Back to our prop bets. A Philippine airline flight from Los Angeles to Manila suffered a complete lavatory flushing system failure mid-flight over the Pacific.
Ew.
None of the aircraft's toilets could properly flush for 15 hours. Flight attendants were instructed, prepare yourself, to manually remove waste in order to prevent overflow.
No, they're not paid enough for that.
Enough. Thank you. Exactly.
They're not paid enough for that. No, also, I would be looking around that plane being like, was it you? Was it you? Which one of you blew that toilet up? And now none of us can use it.
Attention passengers, we seem to have a situation on board. You will notice in the seat in front of you, there are bags that are typically used for, vomit and throw up. Should you require to use the bathroom in the next 15 hours of this flight, would you kindly use the damn bag and dispose of it in the garbage so we don't have to deal with your
shit, literally and figuratively. Oh God, that's gross.
I can't believe there was nowhere for them to land.
Over the Pacific Ocean?
No, I know, but I mean, like, wouldn't it have just been better if they just gone back? Like, couldn't you just turn around and go back? Like,
I don't know. Guess not.
I don't know.
Anyway, moving on. News nuggets. According to a new survey, 25% of couples only have sex once per month. I'm guessing the other 75% spend their time answering silly surveys.
Yeah, I'd do that.
It was a funny joke. You know it.
I know it was.
Hey, here's a fun follow on Instagram. A 90-year-old piano player in Lutz Mountain, New Brunswick, which is northeast of St. John, close to Moncton. This 90-year-old man is a sudden hit on Instagram. His name is Cedric Landers. He plays the piano every day for his wife, and his daughter fell in love with what dad was doing, so she started an Instagram account for them at Christmas, which has just blown up. So the account is called Cedric Plays On. It's super cute. He plays mostly old church music for her, by the way.
Oh, so cute. It just reminds me of like who was the guy there in the summer that was throwing a house party and like was handing out flyers to all his neighbors to come hang out and like have a barbecue with him. And then like Michael Bublé got like, in on the virus. Oh, you didn't hear about this?
Was that on this show? Did we talk about that?
Maybe, but he was a Canadian guy living in the States, and he just like is a little old man, and he went around to his neighbors saying like, "Oh, hey, I'm having a barbecue. Like, you're welcome to come over," and was just like handing out flyers. And then it went viral on the internet, and like Michael Bublé was like, I'll bring the liquor. Like, let's go. It was very funny. There was also another one recently out of New York where this old man was handing out flyers saying like, come have a cigarette with me at 1:00 on Tuesday or something. And this mass crowd showed up to all have cigarettes with him at 1. It was so adorable. I'm like,
We gotta
oh,
do something like that. That's fun.
also, these people need to be protected at all costs.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what? I mean, like we're both content creators and we rack our brains trying to find the next big thing, right? And it's just you overthink and it's got to be grandiose and you need props and signs. And then no, you just invite people for a smoke at 1:00. And
Yeah.
it's really the simple things that really
Smoke with Steve in the park. That's it.
Smoke with Steve. There you go.
Smoke with Steve.
Hey, how's that going, by the way, the not smoking thing for you?
Oh, fine. I'm fine. I'm over it.
Are you?
Yes.
See, I can't see you right now. So you're being all right.
I sounded very convincing there, didn't I?
I'll call you later. We'll have a conversation off the air. All right.
No, it's fine. I'm good. I haven't. I mean, it's what is it? February 7th. So 38 days in.
Without one?
I would say like
At all?
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah,
Nice.
I just stopped January 1st. I think people thought I was more addicted than I actually was.
I don't know.
I'm like, I just like a person, I could just drop them.
You and I get together over Zoom, right? So, but I mean, occasionally, like you'll pop over before or after a baseball game if you're in the hood, or occasionally you and I will go and grab a lunch or a dinner somewhere. But like you can't smoke at the table like you used to be able to do back in my day. So I generally don't think of you as a smoker because I don't think I've ever seen you actually smoke.
Because that's the other thing is like people are like, when you know someone who's heavily addicted to cigarettes, like they can't go more than 20 minutes, 30 minutes before having to go and have one. Whereas like I'll go to something, be there for 4 or 5 hours and you won't see me go have a smoke the whole time because it's just like time and place, man. I don't know. Like, but so it wasn't very difficult for me to just stop. Also, when you see the amount of money you spend, you're like,
yeah.
That's a pretty good reason to stop. It's like, I could do.
That's why I asked you a few weeks ago if you were taking that money, like if you'd done the math and figured out, what you were spending, and then taking that and putting it into RSPs or something, which is what we did because. Yeah. I need that visual representation for it to really hit home for me that, that money is spent.
Well, and it's like the visual representation, like, at one point it was like, every time I'm having like a really bad craving, I'm just going to move $20 over and just, prove to myself. But now it's more just how much farther I notice my paycheck goes between pays, or how much more I can do with it. And it's like, that visual representation is more fun.
Just want to address a comment. We live stream the show on various Facebook pages. Chris is saying, my comments are not updating. I can't see Sandy's comments. I see Sandy's comments in Milky's box. So there's a box of comments that pops up on the screen. You're not seeing them. So we stream to Zoe's Facebook. We stream to my Facebook, and we stream to the Blast the Radio Facebook. So if you're not connected to one of those, then it won't show up on your Facebook page because you and that person are not connected. So that's why I've got the whole kit and caboodle. And same thing, Chris, if I had the Twitch feed, we're only allowed 3, but if I brought in the Twitch feed and the YouTube feed, unless you're following these people directly, you're not going to see it pop up on your feed. It's bizarre. Anyway, back to our news nuggets. Columbia Sportswear teaming up with a brewery, and together they have created a new beer. It's called Nature Calls. And yes, just as the name suggests, it uses bear feces in the brewing process. Don't say I didn't warn you. And I'm going to warn you also that you are going to be seeing ads for this during the game tomorrow.
That sounds awesome.
Or whatever it's called.
Also, can we create a line of clothing around this? Because that sounds like a really fun line of clothing.
Nature Calls clothing.
Yeah.
Oh, we could have pants with like built-in toilet paper hanging out your butt.
Well, maybe just one with like, like if you're a camping person or a hiking person, maybe one with like a good flap in it, just in case. When you're out in nature, nature calls,
like the PJs they have for little kids with like the trap door on the butt.
Yeah, but then also I could just imagine like a sweater with like just like, nature calls and then like a shadow of a bear behind a tree, just kind of, yeah.
News nuggets. I wonder how a lot of people would handle this. Probably not as well as this woman did. But she and her car were trapped inside a car wash in Pennsylvania for nearly an hour. She called police. And of course, emergency services did show up, finally freed her from the car wash. And, she streamed the entire thing live on TikTok, which went completely viral. And she loved every second of the experience because.
But was she was it just constantly going? Like there was no stop to the stream of water or soap or.
While she was stuck in there initially, no, the brushes were going, water, the whole 9 yards. They finally shut it down. Police arrived, fire department, etc., and they're trying to get the car pulled out and off the rail and all. Anyway, success.
My goodness. Well, at least the exterior of her car left squeaky clean. The interior, I might have been crapping my pants a bit.
A little bit. Australian police releasing video of a teenager they pulled over because he was driving almost 200 kilometers an hour, 17 years old. He was given multiple fines, his driver's license suspended, and in the video footage from the police officer's body cam, I'm going to go tell your parents on you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, for sure.
It's worse. If you're 17, that's worse. And making it even worse than that, that's gone viral. Now all your friends are laughing.
Is it wrong if I would have been skipping up to their front door all excited to tell them? I'd be like, oh, this is going to be so much fun.
I'm going to tell your mommy.
You could tell that cop was always the tattler in school.
Yeah.
Yeah. He seeks way too much enjoyment like I would.
All right. Let's get to our celebrity stuff this week, Zoe. Celebrity stuff. So Bad Bunny, of course, set to perform at the halftime show tomorrow. Meanwhile, some online people have looked back at previous halftime performances and ranked the worst. Maroon 5 takes the honor of having the absolute worst halftime performance in the modern era. Super Bowl 53. Yeah, they weren't good.
Really?
They were not good.
Was that the one which the Bengals and how long ago was that?
Super Bowl 53 is about 5-6 years ago.
Was that the one with the Bengals and the Rams?
Dude. Sure.
I feel like it was.
I don't know.
No, I just remember that one really well because I was because again, the logo has to have blue in it. I was the only person who was a Rams fan. I wasn't even a fan. I was just rooting for that team. I'm not even a fan. In a room full of Bengals, actual fans, and they won. And all of them just hated me. And I'm like,
I gotta turn my camera off for a second. You made snot bubbles come out my nose.
Oh yeah, not even a fan, and the team ended up winning in a room full of actual fans of the other team, which was hilarious. It was worth every second of that probably 4 hours I sat there.
Is that the one the Rams were in? Because they have blue in their uniforms. Oh my god!
Hey, some people go based off of an egg exploding in the microwave. I feel like mine is a little bit more solid found logic.
Rosanna Arquette making headlines this week.
Oh no, what did she do now?
She didn't do anything. Apparently the rest of us, however, have not been saying her name correctly all these years. It's not Rosanna. It's Rosanna.
Oh. I hate when people do stuff like that. I hate it so much. I don't know why. It's just like, oh.
Do you know any Sarahs?
Yeah.
I am a Sarah with an H, or I am a Sarah with no H. Get it right.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, there's that, but it's when people are like,
stop with that.
No, so there was a girl that I used to know, and her name is Zena. My dog's name is Zena, but she's like, no, it's Zaina. I'm like, yo, it's spelled it's Zena, girl. And I'm like, literally, I just want to walk away. Like, I don't even want to know anything more about you. That's all I needed to know was you correct people like that, and I'm out.
Listen,
it's not Zoe, it's Zoe. Jump off a bridge.
Let's make that a thing. Let's just be those kinds of assholes.
Oh, I can't.
Zoë Milky.
I can't. I literally can't, and
no.
I'm gonna like vomit. Like,
I have to be Milky now. Milqueux accent aigu.
yeah, I'm just like, ugh. Okay,
Hey.
I'm just gonna go over there now.
I have yet to see it, but I know everything about it, and I know I have to see it. But Heated Rivalries, Connor Story.
Yes.
I'm just going to pause there because I know what that does to people when they hear it. That's pretty much it. Yeah. So, Connor Story, FYI, is going to be your host on Saturday Night Live, February 28th. Musical guests, Mumford and Sons.
Oh, that's a good act too to have as well, like as a musical guest. Oh, that's awesome.
Meanwhile, so the rumors were back and forth. Kelly Clarkson's show is going to come to an end, and then a couple of weeks ago, somebody from her team said, "No, that's bullshit." Well, Kelly Clarkson has announced officially, yes, the show is coming to an end after the current season, and so is Sherry Shepherd's show, by the way. But
that's fair.
Yeah, I guess the production costs these days for these shows,
it's a lot.
Unless you're the CBC, you're not raking in the ad dollars hand over.
You're not raking in Zoe's bank account from your CBC Gem subscription.
Hey, Lola Young was fantastic on the Grammys. She is set to perform next on the 34th annual Elton John AIDS Foundation Academy Awards viewing party. That's coming up March 15th. That's
nice. That's going to be, that's a huge deal.
Hey, props to Lorde. We love Lorde. Donating more than $200,000 in merch sales from her Minneapolis show to the Minnesota Immigration Rights Action Committee and the Immigrant Defense Network. She is stepping up.
That is the way you go about saying F ICE instead of just saying that.
But this whole thing about, like Billie Eilish is taking a lot of shit right now from a lot of people saying,
I don't think she should.
She should stick to music and mind her own business. And I want to yell from the rooftops, like, what makes you think that artists throughout history have never been politically active?
Yeah, like what?
Stevie Wonder, Neil Young, the whole hippie.
Elton John. Like we literally just talked about it. Diana, like Princess Diana. Like, come on, man. Like, if you got a platform, you got to use it. Like,
Or Dead in Ohio. What do you think that song's about?
We're just fine with throwing Billie Eilish under the bus, but Nicki Minaj over here only taking some slight scrapes from going to that. Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm like, no, I deleted all of her music from my library. I'm like, I'm not even. Sorry, David Guetta. Even the ones with her on it, it's gone. I'm not.
I hate that we're in this place where it's.
I know, but no, I'm not doing this with her. No.
No matter what side you're on. You have to understand, because there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It is fact. Music artists, for the most part, their songs have been about things that happen. U2, for example.
Yeah.
I mean, Bruce Springsteen, like Born in the USA is not a song about being proud of being born in the USA. He's shitting all over it. And the problems that country's had for years. Political activism has been a huge part. If they're not talking politics and things that are happening in the world, they're talking sex. That's pretty much 100% of all music. Right?
Because it's whatever invokes emotion in you is what they're singing about, because they have emotions too. They're human beings. They have that's where you dig from the deepest wells to get that kind of phenomenal artistry. Like what?
And if you don't like what an artist is saying, it doesn't align with your politics. That's a whole other conversation, and I can respect that. You don't align with that person and what they're thinking. Okay, but to say that artists have no business talking about, that's all they.
That's stupid. That's dumb. Yeah. Delete their music like I did.
I'm so glad politics on the show. I'm so glad. Hey,
yeah, we never talk about politics.
No,
oh gosh.
Never.
What? I don't know a single thing about politics.
Let's get back to our celebrity stuff. There's a new comedy on the way. Comedy? Yes, a comedy.
Yay!
And it's about pickleball. You're going to find it on Apple TV. It stars Jake Johnson and Mary Steenburgen. This pickleball comedy is going to be called The Dink. Because of course,
your favorite word.
I mean, okay. So people who are not in the know, dinking is part of pickleball, because if you ever hit the ball with the paddle, it makes that sound. It goes dink, dink. So they call it dinking. Dinking.
I feel like I grew up in a household that used the word dink as like, you're just silly, stupid, like you're a dink. Like, like I just don't I'm like, how did that word change?
Which
When
is
did
why
that
it's
word change?
funny to be able to say dink. And thank you.
Like, it's just like, stop being a dink, Like,
Yeah.
yeah, but I'm like, when did that go into pickleball terms? Like, I grew up with it being like a negative thing.
Yeah, well, because it also sounds kind of like a doink, but I guess people just latched onto the dink because it's funny and it's cute and it's a big part of pickleball. But I just know that unless I was able to justify, like, I can't say shit on the radio, but I can say Shit's Creek, right? Like these little things that give us permission to be able to use words,
but it's with a CH.
Yeah, so that makes it all kosher and good now.
It's shit, actually.
Those. But thanks to Apple TV, we can now say dink, and that gives me the get out of jail free card that I need. It's amazing. It's amazing, Zoe. Even
Milky
in
loves his
2026,
get out of free.
the things people write to the radio stations to complain about, like really.
Oh yeah. Also, yeah. What Chris says, it's double income, no kids is a dink. I'm a dink. Well, I was a dink. All
right.
I'm a single income.
We did go down the political rabbit hole. We're going down it again. It has to be talked about. Tate McRae.
I don't want to talk about that traitor.
Well,
that tater.
So she is from Calgary, and the last time I checked, Calgary was in Alberta, which, well, for now is still part of this country. So she is Canadian. Yes, we can agree that she's Canadian. Okay. And the world got upset. Canadians especially got upset because suddenly Tate McRae, who is a megastar in the States, which is why we're incredibly proud to call her our own, she broke through one of the toughest markets in the world. And there she is. But she's now in commercials promoting the Super Bowl on Sunday, but she's also cheering on Team USA in one of the commercials. Canadians were not very kind in their comments on social media.
Oh, hell no.
No. Well, she finally responded, and I don't know. It
was garbage. It was a garbage response. I was like, get out of here.
So
that's all you could come up with. Her PR team should be fired.
The tiniest Canadian flag, right, on her Insta, and she's captioned it, "Y'all know I'm Canada down."
Yeah, y'all know you're going down, because that's where you are, down there, not up here, and we know.
On the other hand, if you're the artist, and I don't know what she was paid, I would imagine she was offered a pretty good pile of money. Really? Okay, that was the question. Would you?
No.
Do you put your country above all?
Yeah, because especially in this political climate that we are sitting in right now, like you absolutely, I don't care what big girl check you wanted to cash. No, it's not where it's not. When you have a platform, you have to remember what you're using it for. And like she might have just saw the big paycheck and said, heck yeah, I'll do it. And did not think for 1 second how that could affect her look and like just an entire country. Like it's not just one person, it's an entire country.
But you got to remember though, Zoe, there's a lot of people in Alberta right now, pardon me, who are really anxious to not.
Yeah, I know. We're swapping Michigan for Alberta. I know. But I
didn't know we could trade. Can we
yeah.
No, I want Hawaii. Can we please have Hawaii?
Yeah, and Alaska can come too.
Alaska's pretty cool, right? I just want someplace warm that I can go without my, passport being required and all the problems. Anyway, sad, messy, icky. I'm not defending it. It's just I would have just tried to stay out of the whole thing. Thanks for asking. I'm just
that's what she also could have just done is said, I'm not doing one for either country, but yeah, when you're, I don't know, especially with the commercial we have.
Which would be fair for her to do because, yes, she's Canadian, but, she's got a home in the States. I believe she lives in Los Angeles. And, and there's a lot of Canadian artists and famous people who do, movies and Wayne Gretzky. Other athletes, who make their home in the
but
States.
we raked Wayne Gretzky over. Yeah, I know. But we also raked Wayne over the coals, too, as well recently. So.
But then he finally, ages later, addresses that and says, but he said he got on a plane from Florida and flew to Canada, and nobody bothered to give him a Canada jersey. Okay, I can buy that. But where was that comment in the moment? And then after
Also,
that,
where was
all
already your
blows
jersey?
What's that?
Where was his jersey already?
Well,
you couldn't have worn any of the like Canadian teams that you played for as jerseys, or just any of the
that's a text to somebody. Hey man, I'm going to need a Team Canada jersey. Anyway, but once that all blows
just buy
over,
one.
Once it all blows over and all of the stuff that goes on around that, he goes golfing with you know who again. Like, oh, geez.
Yeah, I know exactly. They're never going to learn,
dude. All right, happier news. Sabrina Carpenter. Well. Okay, it's messy news, but it's funny and credit where credit is due. Some of these performers, you just don't know what they're actually dealing with. Like at the Grammys, one of the performers had his ear monitor.
Alex Warren.
Yeah, and he dealt with that like a champ. Sabrina,
which also, like, he posted a video afterwards, like, oh, this is what I could hear in my thing. When I was watching the clip of his performance, I knew right away. I was like, his earpiece is having issues. I could tell right away. Like, I'm like, anyone who has listened to his music, I'm like, he's having issues. And if I was a sound guy, I'd be freaking out. But and possibly fired afterwards, but I could tell, but like before he even posted a video saying I was having issues, I knew right away. I was like, his earpiece is not working properly.
As we well know, tech happens, and sometimes it really lets you down. Well, Sabrina Carpenter, during her performance, apparently there was one moment in her show at the Grammys where she reaches into a magician's top hat and pulls out a dove. And what we didn't realize, and I mean, like, she handled it so well, she masked it. Apparently, this bird pooped in her hand, and she just carried on. I couldn't. I'd be like,
at least it didn't die in her hand. That would have been a bigger conversation.
Can you imagine?
Yeah, just also, pulls it out. It's dead. Like everyone's like,
I gotta ask, did you watch the Muppet Show?
Yeah.
The new one that was on this week.
Oh, the new one. No, sorry. I mean, I've watched it in the past.
Okay.
Apologies.
When it's back, it was sort of a test run with Sabrina Carpenter as the guest. I thought she was. I just think she's so great. And there was a line in the Muppet Show about kinks, which, I mean, it's you know, when you're watching movies like Shrek or the one the Minions are in, you know, all these movies that, you know, are big with kids, but the parents laugh their ass off because the comedy is so brilliantly written that it goes right over your kids' heads. Anyway, that's what that whole thing was in the Muppet Show with her, and I thought it was fantastic, and I hope the ratings were big enough that they're going to bring that back because it was a lot of fun.
Actually, what also reminds me of is, did you know that Elmo is mad at Taylor Swift right now? Did you see that?
No.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. So you've watched Sesame Street?
Yeah.
And Elmo's always had this beef with Rocco, the Rock, which Zoe, the other Sesame Street character, is a big fan of Rocco. Okay. Yeah, it's just a rock.
Elmo's jealous.
Which is Elmo's jealous of Rocco, which is just a rock. So in Taylor Swift's new music video, her boyfriend, or like, you know, the prop that she uses in the video for the majority of it, is a rock. So Elmo jumped on his Twitter and said, Mrs. Taylor Swift, you have got to be kidding Elmo.
Mrs. Taylor Swift?
Or sorry, Miss Taylor Swift, you got to be kidding Elmo. So Elmo's officially mad at Taylor Swift, if no one knew that. Because cute. Rocco made an appearance in her music video and he didn't. So
that is so good.
Honestly, it makes sense why Elmo's red. Like the interior rage that that he actually has is bar none. He's just always fuming. That's why he's physically red.
Elmo, we love you. Celebrity stuff. A couple more stories to get to. Blinding Light by The Weeknd and I Was Made for Loving You by Kiss. Both of them this week surpassed the 1 billion views mark on YouTube. That is a huge milestone. Wow.
Oh, I hope YouTube sends them a nice award to add to their shelf.
They'll get a plaque. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. Well, here's a little trophy that
an award is an award. Is an award. Yeah.
We took the Dymo tape and we printed a sticker to put on it for you. Yeah.
The only people winning is Vivo.
Hey, anybody want to kiss Channing Tatum better?
Oh, pick me.
Oh, okay.
Pick me.
All right.
I'm single.
I'm shocked to discover that you would be wanting to kiss Channing Tatum better. Yeah, he had to undergo a little surgery, apparently separated his shoulder.
Oh, come here. Let me give you a little kiss and make you feel better with the boo-boo. That sucks, though.
Yeah.
Did he throw it out doing all those Magic Mike moves? Because I'd understand.
I don't know what made me choose that story for the show today. Really, I do not know. Some great news. Yeah, right. Some great news for Dave Coulier. He is cancer-free again. He revealed on World Cancer Day this past Wednesday that he is now in remission after undergoing an aggressive treatment for tongue cancer. And this news comes, of course, 1 year after he was declared cancer-free from stage 3 non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. He has been through a ton.
Wow, what a trooper, survivor, just absolute champ. That's awesome. Congratulations.
Yep. I got a real hate on for cancer right now. My dog's still doing
everyone
great.
Does.
She's still doing great, but
which makes it awkward for me as being a astrology sign Cancer, but yeah, people got to hate on for cancer for sure. I get it.
I will accept you.
Yeah.
We'll accept you. And finally Will Arnett gave a shout out to Harvey's when he was on Hot Ones. You know the show where they eat wings and have conversations. And the wings.
I haven't seen that one yet, though. But I saw that he was on, and I got really excited. I was like, "Oh, I'd love to see Will Arnett." He's
watch
so funny.
for it. He calls Harvey's the Cadillac of cheeseburgers.
Oh, he's not wrong though. It's the only place where you can kind of like build it yourself. But I can put cucumber on it. I'm like, where else can you put cucumber on a burger? It's so good. Also, if you've never tried it, highly recommend.
Harvey's is not what it used to be. I'm sorry.
What? No.
Nope. And they changed their fries 20 years ago, and it's never been the same.
Well, okay, I'm not
going to say no to Harvey's. It's I don't know. You know what I miss? And you wouldn't even know it. Licks. Licks was awesome.
Okay, I wouldn't know it, but like I would say, like obviously, bar none, McDonald's fries. Like if I'm building a good meal. If I'm building a good meal, it'd be like McDonald's fries. It would be the burger from Harvey's that I could make myself and dress it however I want. I would get an A&W root beer and top it off with a Dairy Queen Blizzard.
Okay, we agree on that. We agree on the Blizzard.
Why would you not agree with the root beer?
Because root beer, I don't like it. Have
you tried the A&W root beer?
Of course. I even have the A&W root beer glass when I was a little kid, and we used to go to the A&W when it was a drive-through, like a drive-through, like a little.
First off, you should give that mug up.
Never.
You're not even a fan. Get out.
I like A&W. I'm just not a fan of the root beer. You can have other things at A&W besides
Milky. Are you kidding Zoe right now?
No, Mr. Milky is not kidding Zoe right now. And listen, I remember A&W when it was on Richmond Road, and what it was basically a roof, like you would have at a gas station, and where the pumps would be, you had speakers, and you would place your order, and then they would bring your order out to your car and clip it onto your window.
See, I've always wished I was kind of born in that era where they would skate up to your car.
They didn't skate. But
no, I know, but there was like. There was places like that, and I was but like, especially if like, I know it's terrible to say, but like, what if the person wiped out?
I'm sure it happened.
Fail Army. That's all I think of. I immediately go to like America's Funniest Home Videos, Fail Army, all of those.
Listen, falling down and having my food end up on the pavement, etc., could not make that meal worse than what I got from a certain used to be more famous for their coffee, Canadian iconic place. Anyway,
Tim Hortons. Sorry, who said that?
I don't know.
Where'd that come from?
Weekdays, the local one that I go to, weekdays, they do just great. They do just great. The weekend staff, holy crap, 3 weekends in a row. Like I'm not going on weekends anymore. Like I ordered this morning the bacon belt. B for bacon. There is no bacon. Right. L is for lettuce. There was no lettuce. T is for tomato. There was no tomato. It was a bagel with cheese and some remnants of an egg, and like Stop.
Did you ask them why?
No, I'm done. I'm just not going to go back.
I know. See, that's my problem. I'm like, they really need to get there.
Weekdays, I have to go back because the dog is not going to let me not go back. The dog has a love affair with Timbits.
Obviously.
Right. And at this stage, I'm not denying that dog.
See, this is why I never got my dogs onto Pup Cups or Timbits. I did do a Dairy Queen cone one time for Xena, but
we got to do a draw for a $50 gift card for Hometown Sports, and we got to do this or that and why, and we both got to get going. You want to get out to Winterlude, and I've got a little get-together out of town that I've got to get to and shovel my driveway first. So let's do this or that and why. We'll do our draw, and then we will call this podcast a podcast. What do you say?
Okay.
All right. This or that and why. Thanks again to our buddy Dave who sends us these 2 choices. We got to pick one and explain why we've chosen that. Zoe leads us off as always.
This or that and why. Hosting a Super Bowl party or being a guest?
I'd rather host.
Yeah, because then you get to pick all the snacks. My favorite.
It's just fun hosting. And you know what? My house is a god-awful disaster. And I used to host these kinds of things. And I really miss it. And I would really like to have my friends come over and play again. Right?
Yeah, because my problem is like, I've gone to other people's and then I judge them on the snacks. And I'm like, they should have had more of this.
Plus,
and then I have to sit there for 4 hours pretending I'm not upset about it.
Yeah. Plus, if I'm hosting in my own house, I can get drunk off my ass and not have to worry. And I know I can Uber, I know, and I do, but still, there's just something.
But it still costs money. It's more money on top of everything else. Like, I can only have like a bottle of wine over the 4 hours, so I can go home safely. Like, ugh.
Being at the game in cheap seats or watching the game at home on a big screen?
I would say at home on the big screen.
Okay. Interesting.
I can't anymore. I told you my work made me too bougie. I can't do Gen Pop anymore. It's VIP or nothing. I'm
right,
sorry.
Princess. You're right. Sorry. Okay. All right. This or that and why?
This or that and why? Face painting or wearing a team jersey?
Team jersey.
Yeah.
You
really got to be committed.
Yeah.
To paint your whole face.
Yeah. This party I'm going to tonight is a Mardi Gras party, and I'm like, what am I going to even do to that? And they're like, you put Mardi Gras stuff on. I'm like, what do you mean? They're like a mask and stuff. Like, I have to get a mask. It's just, it's too. I found beads. I found the perfect beads. They're green beads and they have boobies on them.
Yeah.
I'm looking to talk to the party.
Yeah, of course you found those somehow off season. I don't know how, but
no, they've been here for a while. I don't even know where they came from, but they've been hanging around in the guest room for ages, and they're funny as hell. So I'll take those tonight. Whose turn is it to ask a question?
Yours.
Mine. Would you prefer to watch a blowout or a nail biter?
Nail biter.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then my team win. That makes it even more satisfying. Yes. Yeah. This or that and why? Buffalo chicken wings or barbecue wings?
Buffalo is deep fried, correct? And with the sauce already on them?
I think it's just the sauce flavoring, isn't it? Like barbecue wings and then buffalo chicken. I thought they were kind of...
No, I can't pick one. I can't pick both.
No.
I'm going to say barbecue wings because they're right outside the door and I can put whatever I want on them.
Nice. Perfect. Love that. Yeah.
All right. This or that and why, Zoe? Chips and dip or charcuterie board?
Oh, a charcuterie board. I need a charcuterie board so bad.
So good. That's a new thing. That's a new thing with us. Big time. We do charcuterie like at least once a week now.
Well, I showed you the one from my birthday. Yeah. It's basically adult Lunchables. Like, let's be honest. You know the amount of like kids I would try to trade my sandwich in school for their Lunchable, and it was never gonna happen. We all just want Lunchables.
You're so funny.
Charcuterie board.
There you go. All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
My turn to ask you a question. Yes.
Yeah. Oh no, you just asked me.
Right.
Okay, back to food again. This or that and why? Pizza or nachos?
Oh, shit.
I know. Even Plum couldn't pick.
You know what? In the interest of saving my life, I'm going to answer because this is what is happening in our kitchen tomorrow.
Oh.
Pizza.
Oh. Okay. Because if you say nachos and you've changed your mind, death becomes you.
My turn to ask you, large Super Bowl party at a casino or a small gathering at home with friends? That's kind of a repeat question, Dave.
Yeah.
Interesting that he picked the casino, though. What are you saying? We should go to the casino? Yes, we should.
I kind of, I'm kind of like, the double gambling is kind of fun, but no, I think I would do small, intimate, and like I said, be the only one cheering for the other team in the room, and then have that team win. Is so much better. Like, there's no, like, I could win like the max draw or whatever at the casino, but it would not bring me as much satisfaction as sitting there with a big smile on my face when the final touchdown is thrown, and you just look at them like, so you guys are screwed, and they're like,
I've been to so many parties with people who do that. I hate that person in the room.
I know, and I just sit there with just pure satisfaction on my face.
I know you would.
I'm so
all right, hit me up. Your turn.
Okay, the final question that I have for you: Seahawks or Patriots?
We've already established it's the Seahawks.
Oh, I didn't. Dave didn't know we were going to pre-answer these.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. All right, one last one for you, Zoe, and then we do our draw.
Draw.
A $50 gift card from Hometown Sports, where, of course, you can certainly watch the game tomorrow and all of the games from Italy, etc. 1525 Bank Street. This or that or why, Zoe? This or that and why, I beg your pardon. Beer. I know you like beer. Or cocktails.
Oh, it's so hard because like, I love a good. Okay, wait. If I'm at someone's house party though, it's always hit or miss if they're making their own cocktails. Like sometimes it's just like, oh, these are really like they're just so strong, like they're just not well balanced, and like that's a big issue for me. I have some Cramores in my fridge right now, but I could also make a Paloma right at this moment. If I'm watching football with the boys, I'd say beer, probably. Yeah.
So beer, final answer?
Yeah, I think beer's final.
There you go. There's
just
that
because of the
everything
situation.
you never wanted to know about Zoe and Milky. Woo! Sorry, Zoe.
Woo!
And
so
Milky.
I do love cocktails. It's just that situation. I would do beer.
There you go. All right. Going to wrap up the show here in just a matter of moments because Zoe's got to get down. You're going to want to check out the Byward Market. They've got like snowmobile stunts and stuff going on this weekend.
Yeah.
Got a Mardi Gras party to go to and stuff. So anyway, if you
subscribe, busy guys,
freaking celebrities, like
God,
we've given you almost an hour and 45 minutes of our day. What more do you want from us?
Once a week, you get an hour and 45 minutes of us. God,
freaking listener thinks the show's all about them.
As we go to pick a name,
right, and encourage you to subscribe to even more of our shit. That being my daily Milkman newsletter at milkmanshow.com, which is just a quick little read in the morning of basic stuff you need to know. All right, so here's the deal. On Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, I give you a keyword in the newsletter. You text me with the keyword. I really messed up Fridays, by the way. Friday, the texts start pouring in with TGI, and I'm like, what the hell's TGI? And then the second text, and then the third text, I meant to say TGIF, but they did as they were told, and they put TGI. So anyway, all of the names.
I'm just sitting here going, thank God I'm effed.
The world is effed enough. You didn't need another one from me. So this is the envelope that Zoe's Christmas present came in. It is now the official place where we put all of the names. So we're gonna pull one name.
We should really get something like you should just tape something to it that just says like ZM or something. I don't know. Oh yeah, I did turn my on-air sign on. It's you can't see it, but it's there. There, yay! It's the official ZM raffle bag.
I'm just impressed I had a pen in my studio to do that.
The people listening to the podcast or on one of the fabulous radio stations that hosts us, he just wrote it on there with a pen
Yeah.
So just so you're left into, he just wrote on the envelope ZM. So
Yes, thank you,
it's officially branded.
and thank you, BTR, and everybody.
Yeah.
I own
If
BTR.
you want to send us stuff to officially brand for you, Milky will just write it on there with a pen.
Yes, I will.
Yeah, I'll do Sharpie because I'm a bit more professional.
Zoe doesn't care to be paid, but you can pay me. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. And I will write your name in pen. Here's a name I've written in pen. The name I've just drawn moments ago, Julie Pettigrew, is this week's winner of a $50 gift card, breakfast, lunch, or dinner from Hometown Sports for you, Julie. Way to go. Woo!
Love that for you, Julie.
I love that for you too, Julie. By the way, she is at Devotion Dance Studio in Canada, offering dance classes for all levels of dance, slow mobility. Anybody, she says, can learn to dance.
Like the Olympics.
Yeah, it's just like that. Yes, anybody can do the Olympics. Yeah.
Anyone can do the Olympics.
Sure.
Yep.
I'm off to do ski jumping now, as a matter of fact.
Yes, exactly.
And curling at the same time.
Oh, wow. That's a new sport.
All right, we got to wrap things up. Zoe, go ahead. Wrap things up.
If you like what you heard and you want to throw the perfect touchdown, please spread the word. And as always, ta-ta for now. TTFN.